Welcome to Sports Talk in the Man Cave. Today we have a special guest here, Hector Noyola from Martin High School.
Honorable. Thank you guys. Thank you.
The honorable.
Yes. I'm a fan of the show, and I've been telling Carlos here to invite me for a while. So thank you, Charlie.
I'm glad you made it, man. I'm glad you made it. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm right now. I'm currently the head boys basketball coach at Martin High School. Finished up my 11th year there, and we
had another successful year.
You had a good year this last year, right? Very, very good.
Yes.
What's the furthest you've gone so far? I know you've been there 11 years. I know you went pretty far with me. But
that's another story.
What does that mean?
How far did you go
switch gears for a bit?
We'll talk about that later.
I know last year you guys kind of went the furthest, right?
Well, this past season we made it to the regional tournament, and then 2 years ago we also made it to the regional tournament, and that's the furthest we've been. But you know, I had a Chuck on my staff when we made it to the third round for the first time ever in my time there as a coach, and then I had a Carlos on my staff also that
we made the third round.
that we made it to the third round also.
Wow, that's pretty good. So this year's gonna look even better this coming year.
Well, I'm graduating one senior, my all-state player, Matthew Duron, did everything for us, rebounded, scored, assist.
But you're getting back one of the co-MVPs, was it?
Yes. We have a Winder Vasquez back. He was a co-MVP this season, along with Matthew Duron. Winder scored, broke a Martin record, scored 60 points in one game this year, and he hit 14 three-pointers that game, and he led the district in scoring, averaging 28 points a game, and we're lucky to have him back.
During the season, Duron was playing more with the team, but in that last game that you all played, he really looked like that state kid that he looked the best out there than anyone else. I mean, he was really good. He is going to be a big loss, but he only lost one. So the season coming up is going to look good.
You only lose one player. That's not bad. That's good.
No, let me ask you a question for all like young coaches coming up and stuff like that. You know, I remember when I used to coach. I picked up things from reading and other coaches that I coached with, and you have to have like a certain philosophy. You know, I mean, mine was always, you have to connect with your players, of course, right? You have to be a student of the game, because if you're not a student of the game, you have to always, then it's not going to work, because you have to always keep learning and everything that you know more than anybody else. And you have to take the emotion out of the game, because I think that was one of the best advice that I ever got, because you can't be thinking like, poor kid, you have to do what's best for the program. Is there anything that you could like tell like a young coach coming up? Any advice?
I mean, for young coaches, I would say the main thing is always try and be as positive as you can with the kids. I think the kids feed off off of positive reinforcement. Work hard. Don't. That there's going to be losses. There's going to be tough times, but just understand that you're there for the betterment of the kids, and the ultimate goal is to win, and I would say just to work hard to any young new coach that's coming up in the game.
And any time that you see one of your teams on the court, you know that they take your attitude. They do. It's your attitude given to them, and they take your attitude on the court, and I think that
we were talking about it. They always want to make sure that they play their hardest for you, and they give everything they have for you, and it's noticeable when you watch.
Yeah, one credit that I give Hector is that his players that they run through a wall from, and when I was coaching with them, they left it all on the court. We never questioned their effort. So that's it's attributed to the head guy.
Hector, what years did you play?
I played at Martin High School. I played 95 through 98. I graduated in 98. Yes.
And you were a good scorer back then, weren't you?
Is it true at the state?
Yes,
Well, he
I,
did get the scoring title that last year.
Yeah, I led the state in scoring 5A. I averaged 30.9 points a game, and the guy that was second to me was Rashard Lewis. He ended up having a good.
Houston guy, right?
Yeah.
Houston
Yeah.
guy.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah, and then third was Devin Brown, who played for the Spurs.
Went to UTC, you're talking about him, right?
Yeah, graduate in the UTC.
Yeah, so I know the competition in Houston and San Antonio and those places are a lot harder, but you know, still
an accomplishment.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
that's
one thing,
amazing.
Hickey, that I had always said is that we could win in baseball, but now basketball is also going to the Elite Eight. I mean, and it's amazing because, like you say, the competition in those other places, the height, the
The
speed.
height advantage that their teams have when you go watch them play.
When you go see
It's
them
like that
play,
picture that meme the other day of the USA girls team with the
Just
with
like-
that other
Right,
team.
just then, yeah, against the Chinese, right?
No, it was like some Mexican team or something.
But even at that, they're finding a way to get to the final eight. And
Yeah.
So Martin had a
42
state champion back in the 50s, right?
56.
56, 57.
Yeah.
I wonder what the height was then. Like
Hey,
I bet-
big guys, man.
I don't think it was the same though. I don't think the competition was the same back
I
then.
think that a lot of the teams from out of town, especially the San Antonio, whenever they play the Laredo teams, is they underestimate the effort that like they may have more talent, but the Laredo boys come to play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
like,
A lot of them they rely a lot on talent, and we're over here like diving on the stands and stuff. I think that they're catching on though, right? They're catching on.
All right, Hector. So we're gonna talk a little bit about the draft and free agency, low NBA.
We're switching gears again.
We're gonna switch gears again.
Well, you can switch gears on me anytime you want.
We'll get to that later.
Come on. You're gonna be bad
Hey.
for MANCAVE talks.
But wait a minute, you're getting it all wrong here. That's not what I meant.
That's right.
Okay. So what were you talking about?
Okay, but let's talk about the draft first of all. I know Zion went one, right? And I think there was no question the first three.
I think
were
the
about
first
right.
four, right? What was it? The first four?
First four were pretty much set.
Yeah, I think Garden went fourth.
Barrett, RJ Barrett.
RJ
Barrett went third.
Barrett went third to the
Barrett
Knicks.
third.
John Morant was what, two?
Second.
Yeah, two.
And Zion,
And-
undisputed number one, right?
Yeah.
Everybody knew that.
Zion.
Did you all see any team that did best, like the greatest draft?
Pelicans?
This-
The Pelicans.
The Pelicans, yeah. They
Pelicans
Zion,
and
huh?
Grizzlies did very well.
Yeah.
Pelicans and
And
Grizzlies.
I don't think you. I remember I was texting with you, and I told you, are the Spurs gonna take Bobo? And you're like, you're gonna take a guy, an international guy, and right away they picked. Who was the guy they picked?
Yeah, it was Luka.
Yeah.
He was from Croatia.
Kick, Saman kick.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
That's what the Spurs are known for.
taking
I
somebody.
know,
from
yeah.
themselves,
RC Buford, general manager, has a reputation of drafting those guys. Tony Parker, Ginobili. Back then, when those guys were nobodies, and then they became stars in the NBA. So
They set a trend, right?
yeah,
Pretty much.
International players.
They
third
they
pick,
had been
yeah.
keeping an eye on this kid since he was 16 years old. And yeah, they had been keeping an eye on him since he was 16. This past year, he went to go play international pro. And since he was 18 years old, 19 years old, he didn't get as much playing time. But there's a lot of weaknesses to his game. He's going to have to really pick it up if he wants to.
What the Spurs are great at developing young players, right, Gilbert?
Oh, yeah.
They are.
Let's not do that.
Like Leonard, definitely. Which brings us to Leonard. It's what team is he going to be going to, or is he going to just stay there?
That's the $1 million question right now. I think everybody's pretty much saying getting it down to two teams. Is they're saying that Toronto or the Clippers, right? That's the
Yeah,
consensus.
Clippers seem to be the favorite.
Yeah.
I think that's where he's gonna end up. He wants to be in LA, and I don't think he wants to be a part of that Laker team where he's not gonna be the star.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't really necessarily agree with that. I mean, LeBron's on his last 2 years. I mean, if you drop him there, I mean, by being on the court, he's going to be the first, second option.
But he has 2 good years left at least. 2
Oh,
good years.
yeah.
So
I
is
hope so.
Kawhi
I
willing
hope
to sit
so.
around
I
and
hope
play
so.
second fiddle to LeBron for 2 years? I don't think.
What's your take on that, Hickey? Having those three guys on the Lakers?
yeah. I mean, I know Kawhi. I just think his personality. I just think he kind of wants to go to a team where he's the man and he's the go-to guy, and kind of like Kevin Durant. I think Kevin Durant kind of got a lot of heat when the Warriors were winning without him. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson had some big games in the playoffs without Kevin Durant. And
okay, but is this different though? Because think about it. KD hadn't won anything. Kawhi's already won 2 titles. One with a team that was kind of established already, which was the Spurs, and then he won one by himself. So I don't think he'll get the same criticism as Kevin Durant did, because Kevin Durant went to a team that beat him and he had never won, and he went to a team that was already loaded. So I think it's a little bit different.
It is, but he did become the man of that team. Even though he went to a stacked team, but he became the man of that team anyway.
Right. Well, I mean,
now he had more support than Kawhi did this year.
Right.
But Kawhi wouldn't have won either if the Warriors were healthy. So
yeah.
In my opinion, if they do get Kawhi, they'll have the number 1 player, the number 2 player, and then the number 3 player.
And what order?
Not even though.
We don't even know.
Well, I have my opinion.
I don't think LeBron's not number 1 anymore.
Yeah, that's all.
LeBron's not.
But I think it's a for sure tie if he goes. But I don't think he's.
Well, they need a bench. They need somebody to come up.
And what I was thinking, honestly, is what's best for the NBA, and I know that you have close ties with Coach Canales from the Knicks, is that I think that Kawhi, there's a team he should go. They have $70 million on the cap. So I think there's a team that he should go to. It should be the Knicks, because if he goes to the Knicks, they're gonna follow.
Think Durant
There's
will
no doubt that Kyrie will go there, or Kevin Durant will go there. Somebody will go there. Jimmy Butler. They're gonna follow, and they have so much money on that. Like I said, on that budget, where it could work. It would be great for the NBA.
I agree with that. I think that would be a good move for him.
Yeah.
And that would help the NBA too.
Yeah. Have you heard anything? Any rumblings or anything?
No, I've heard that everybody wants to play in New York. Madison Square Garden. It's like no other arena to play in. It's a no matter how bad the team did this year, every game was still sold out. Celebrities are there sitting in they have a 7 seats there for celebrities there courtside that their representatives have to make a couple of phone calls first, and they let those celebrities sit there. They're not tickets that are sold to the general public. They're reserved for celebrities.
So why do they always strike out in free agency if people want to play there? I don't understand.
I think they blame it on ownership. The ownership. It's been all over the place. I think Phil Jackson did a mess of it too. But it's just been year after year that there's just something.
They just strike out, and it's just becoming a joke over there. Nobody wants to go.
Like Hector was saying, it is the mecca of basketball, New York. It's just a matter.
I thought it was LA.
No. The mecca of basketball, Rucker Park, it's New York. LA's box office. So there's a little bit of a difference.
So
that's
you
Hollywood.
think they need to change it
That's
front
Hollywood.
office?
No, I just think that they just need to get some good luck. Right now, like I said, they have $70 million and they just need one guy.
I think if KD would have stayed healthy, they would have won the championship. KD would have ended up in New York. Since he's not healthy, I don't think he's going to end up in New York now.
Yeah.
And I think that screwed over not only the Warriors, but the Knicks
it
too.
was a domino effect. He got hurt and the whole free agency thing changed.
And now I think since Klay got hurt too, I think he's also, because of his injury, he's staying with the Warriors.
Right.
And I think he would have been out to the Lakers. He's already coming out in Space Jam 2 with LeBron and stuff.
Could be.
Yeah, but even though, going back to the Lakers, it just seems that it would be a very far stretch for them to even try to sign Leonard, because
right now they only have $30 million in the cap.
Have a very bad bench if they would sign him.
I mean, it depends. You could get a quality bench. You could get some
bench
veterans,
players.
yeah.
There's good shooters.
Carmelo,
good shooters could come.
bring back
and good
D-Wade.
defensive players. They're not that expensive. They're role players. And
They could get Carmelo and D-Wade.
Bring some.
Minimum.
They could bring some guys from the 3-on-3 league.
What's his name? Dude that just
bring
got in a
back
fight the other
Jordan.
day.
Why not?
No,
good.
no. Well, let's switch gears, because you want to.
Gilbert has a very special topic you want to talk about.
And you want to talk Lavar Ball.
Yeah,
right?
there's a controversy that came out on ESPN on First Take where Lavar Ball got banned from ESPN. I don't know what you guys think about that.
I think he's ridiculous to begin with. He shouldn't have been on ESPN.
Right.
First of all, but he didn't deserve to be banned for that, because I think it was like an innocent comment.
Yeah.
He's an idiot. What do you expect?
No, I think it was an innocent comment. I don't think he meant anything from it. But people are gonna turn things around.
I think it was more her
And
reaction,
so
like
since
you
they
said.
don't
Yeah,
like him
I-
anymore because he's not a Laker.
Makes sense.
The sportscaster reaction to it was
Yeah.
what actually sparked the thing. If she would have just kept talking,
I think, like he
Right.
said
No, I
today,
agree.
her mind was in the gutter, not his.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
exactly. She was the one thinking wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
He probably
'Cause-
just said something and she.
You
took it
know,
wrong.
today I actually saw a video. He had said it before in 2017 also. You saw it? You sent it to us, right? Yeah, he had already said it in 2017
And he
too,
did the
and he
same
did the
thing.
same thing.
Yeah.
And he didn't mean it bad, and he said the same thing now, and her reaction kind of made it bigger than it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, when I saw the video, I didn't think anything of it. I was thinking, why are people overreacting about this? I mean, Lavar's a guy that's gonna talk, and sometimes his mind is just flowing, and he's saying whatever comes to his head, and I don't think too many people take what he says serious.
Oh, not at all.
I mean, Jordan says it all the time.
Yeah, no, I think they overreacted. I mean, he had done so many comments before that were controversial. For example, I remember he was on one of the shows on Fox, I think, and Jason Whitlock had criticized them, and they asked him about Jason Whitlock, and he told them the only thing that Jason Whitlock should be commenting on is snacks because he's overweight. So, you know, so I mean.
Okay, but that one you know he meant.
No, I understand that, but I think but he has such a big mouth. He has such a big mouth that I think they were just waiting for him to say something in order for him to get banned, and they overreacted. I mean, like I said, like Carlos was saying earlier, I mean, her line of questioning was totally off. I mean, why even like go there? Why can't you say, "Let me ask you a question," instead of saying, "Let's switch gears"? And he didn't say anything wrong. You know, like I agree with all of
It
you.
was mostly her reaction that caused that.
But then it kind of goes along with society now. They overreact to everything.
Yeah.
No matter what you put out,
Yeah,
it's
but
all
you
over
being
social
correct.
media.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about on the other video, the word owner.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
another-
Yeah.
I mean, they overreact to it. You called him an owner. He's not my owner. I mean, he's the owner of the team.
Basically,
Yeah.
He's the owner of the business. He's the owner of the team.
So now we do have, okay, we want you to sign something for us. I don't know if you want to draft that so we can get it. And we're just
What
gonna
color
spell
marker
it.
would you like?
Of course, I'm thinking.
We're not even gonna ask.
Now we're gonna start this tradition of having our guests sign, and you'll be the first one on there. Now we're gonna have to call back a few of the other guests to come on back
Right.
and sign a few more. But
So sign my name.
whatever you want to
You
put.
sign
your
however you
thing.
would want to sign.
You can put whatever
You
you,
could
want.
put Charlie, Alpha Caves, to Charlie. But
And in
no,
the meantime, we
some
can-
of these things, I mean, with Lavar Ball,
he's just you get him for ratings, and that's what he brings. And if they were to ban him and bring him back again, he'll get even more ratings because of that. Like that's what they have him on there for, just so people can watch.
That's TV now, man. That's all they do. It's
And
even
he-
newscasting.
he really has a mouth on
Yeah, no, I
him.
agree.
I'm pretty sure that his mouth got his son to the Lakers.
Exactly.
And that's what
It
he
didn't. It
does.
didn't
That's
hurt.
what he
It
does.
didn't hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then of course you couldn't get the other one. Not even the G.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
you
he's
can't-
not that good.
No, that's a signature, man. Look at that. Hey, no. That's the way
Go
to start it out,
Tigers!
man.
Next year, Final Four.
He had already practiced that autograph. You can tell.
With that, we'll just need 3 guests to fill up the whole thing. All right. Any other comments that anybody has? Anything to look forward to? Hey, I want to ask you one thing. You were watching some fights yesterday.
Oh, they ended terribly. The first 4 fights on that card on the Bare Knuckle FC were way better than the main event. That main event with Malignaggi and Artem Lobov sucked. It was horrible.
Okay.
Oh.
So they're fighting just like this, just bare knuckles.
Just-
They have a little bit of tape here, and then they don't have anything on their knuckles, and they're just hitting each other.
Wow.
So there's a lot of cuts and stuff, but it was really like 2 good shots landed in that main event. It was
Jeez.
not worth the $40.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that something they're doing now, Neil?
Bare Knuckle just started, and they have a couple big names, but usually it's like ex-UFC stars that are a little bit older.
Okay. Just
Um,
trying to make a living.
And that
Yeah.
means no kicking,
No kicking,
No
it's
kicking,
just
it's
it's
just-
just punching.
punching.
And Artem Lobov beat Paulie Malignaggi, who was a boxer, which is surprising, but it wasn't a good fight.
Hmm.
There was blood, but it was like
So
from
it's not
one
worth the
shot.
$40. Probably not worth
That one wasn't. The fights before that were pretty good.
Probably the Justin Bieber, Tom Cruise will probably be better than
I'll pay whatever to watch that
What was it called? The MTV,
Go
the
Justin!
Deathmatch?
Team Justin!
one. I'll pay to watch them scratch each other a little bit.
All right, guys. Well, let's thank you, Hector, for being here today. We appreciate it, man, and hopefully you'll come back again and
Good
have
job.
a little bit more sports with us.
Thank you, thank you.
Guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.